John Prigmore turns 100 years old on January 15, 2026. Recently, a community-wide open house was held to celebrate him. But today, the Rotary Club held a birthday party in his honor.
Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you guys so much. I haven't said so many thank yous over a weekend in my life.
You never turned 100 before.
That's the first time for me. But yeah, this weekend, primarily because of these three kids that I ended up with. Or they ended up with me. But anyway, it's great, and I just can't say enough for the community. And I don't know what else to say, except thank you all. Talk a little bit about Rotary Club. When I came back here to start the office in 1952, that was just the beginning of the Civic Club of the JCs. That started out was called the Junior Chamber, and all communities, pretty about all communities, were made up of family and generations down through the line. But the World War II was over with. The old folks had stayed home and gotten older, and times hadn't changed so much as marketing was concerned. But the veterans started coming home and working back in the shops and the stores and so forth. But they had a lot more energy and ideas and so forth. And so they kind of separated the Chamber of Commerce and created the Junior Chamber, which became the JCs. And that's about the time I came back here, and it was a super club working. If something needed to be done or wanted to be done, it was just automatic. They say, well, let the JCs do it. And that was limited to ages 21 through 35. And when you got to be 35, you're no longer a JC. And also at that time, we had Lions clubs and Coronas, and there might have been some others that I don't remember. But anyway, after I got out of JCs, I kind of rested for a year, and at that time, it was standard practice of Rotary Club. You didn't ask to be in. You weren't asked to be in. Somebody would submit your name for membership, and along with that, you had to have your classification, your job, because there could only be one member per classification. Men's clothing, shoes, architects, but anyway, and somebody had to submit your name to the club. The candidate was not aware that this was happening, and that was put before the members see if anybody had any objections. They wanted to be careful about who their other members were and their level of proper marketing. So if there were no objection there, and that was held open for 3 weeks, and if, well, in my case, architect, if somebody else in the club would rather have had another architect rather than me, then that was within the club. And still, the candidates were not aware that they were even being considered. And so that after this went by and the club gave a final vote to accept you as a member, then the candidate was given a letter and invited to the club, and was given an orientation session, the background of the Rotary organization. It was interesting. But at that time, membership was very selective. Attendance was mandatory. Clubs, times change.
Has it always been on
But,
Wednesday?
if you would miss a meeting, the secretary would send you a postcard saying that, you know, we missed you. I hope that your health is all right, and if you're on the road, we'll urge you to stop and have visitation with some clubs, and then they would notify your club that it happened. Second meeting that you missed was a green postcard. The third meeting was red. Fourth time was black. I don't know when that change was made, but anyway, it was. And it only happened once that I know, well, just once. And I don't think they follow that now. Oh, also at that time, when you joined, you committed yourself to being in line and going up the chain. And when it was your turn to be treasurer, you did that, and vice president, and then president. I came in 1963 when I first became a member, and have been fairly faithful since then. And so if anybody has any questions, why, yeah.
When was it that women became more active in Rotary? Because it really wasn't that way in the beginning, was it?
What was this now?
Women? When did women?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And that was all civic clubs. If you were to maintain your tax-free status, but you just had to.
But there was.
You wanted to. Anything else?
Was it always on Wednesdays?
I'm sorry?
Are the meetings, have they always been on Wednesdays?
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
We have to change
Wednesday
Friday.
was, yeah, and there was, the town, the community knew that and avoided any community meetings or things like that, because Wednesday noon was Rotary, and that was it.
That was it. Okay.
So what was the attendance? How many usually was in attendance?
Oh, probably 65 or
Wow.
so.
Then we can go back to the old ways. Conservatism, bring back the old numbers.
And about every classification was filled. But, I think it was 10 years after that classification had been protected, if you want to call it that. Then that opened it up and, for a new person, and I can't remember there ever being any fuss about anything, but,
Hey, John.
anyway, that was Rotary. Yes.
I had a question for you. I remember when we met at the country club for club meetings, where were the meetings originally when the club was 65 members? Where were they meeting in town?
I didn't catch on.
Oh, sorry. We used to meet at the golf course for club meetings for Rotary. We used to meet at the golf course.
Uh-huh.
Where were the club's meetings held before when the club was 65 members?
All the civic clubs are meeting in a room in the basement of the hotel. Yeah, it was automatic.
The,
Which hotel?
I forget what they call that.
One right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
What hotel?
right there on the corner.
Right here on the corner.
Oh, the
The
arms.
arms,
The
similar to
arms.
arms.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was there, and there was a restaurant down below. I remember that.
I don't remember what they called that room, but that's where all civic clubs and all public meetings really were, down that basement. And when it quit, why,
We just went
I
somewhere else.
don't remember that, you just find your own place.
I remember right before the country club, I think we were meeting at Kathy's, I came to a meeting at Kathy's Kitchen, there over at 7K, or that, I remember meeting at 7K.
Yeah.
Kathy's
That big
Kitchen.
building.
Yeah, I think that was after the,
Yeah, that
or
was after
maybe
the
there were
hotel.
2 times when we were at the club,
At the country club.
yeah.
Kathy retired and couldn't continue on, so my year as president, we moved out to Country Club in 1992.
We didn't come directly here after the country club. What was-
2002.
We went to college for a long time.
At the college.
We met at the college for a long time.
Yeah, that's right. And then we met the other side of the boat,
Yeah.
or the boat room.
Yeah.
I might add something, be 56 years ago, I was a junior Rotarian.
Oh, there you go.
At that time, I remember going to the meeting and, I don't think anybody in there didn't have a coat and tie on.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty stodgy group. So I was just looking around, and I don't see many coats and ties.
We always do, we just dress down.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.